Hello everyone, and welcome to Reus 2. This is it's like a world builder puzzle game. It's mostly a puzzle game, but it's got world building elements, and these are actually the past worlds that I have created. You can see there. So we're just going to jump right in. Not gonna talk on too much, and see. We could go with each of these leaders has different buffs, and it also affects the sort of quests that you can expect to see in the game. I mean, the goddess is just sort of like better. Everything is better, so we'll try out the goddess. And then we've got a bunch of different gods, or giants as they're called, that we can go with. And we can choose one from plants, one from animals, one from rocks. Without going into too much detail, I love the ocean. I think that's my favorite one. Should we do... We can get some high gold out of that, so we'll go with the forest. And then I'll go with the taiga. I quite like the taiga. Or the frost... the giant, maybe. Yeah, I'll go here, and we're gonna go on giant or challenge because I'm decent at games. In we go. And here's our little guys. These are people, and we are more or less we are the giants that you can see in the back. And we get, they're called biotica. And the way this works is, if we click on this, we need to make a home for them first. So we can make, God, I've got to remember. So we've got this planet which is barren. It's nothing. It's blank. And we get to terraform it. So we can create a rainforest for these boys. I think is probably the best one to go with. High yield in science, which is quite good. They cannot settle on water, as much as I think water is amazing. They can settle in taiga with science and gold. Our goddess is really good at wealth. So actually we're going to do a taiga. And we get to choose how big we want it to be. I usually like them to border the ocean. So I'm going to drag just 3 tiles for taiga. And I'm going to go ahead and do 3. We're going to go ahead and do some water tiles as well. So they're right there on the beach. And we're going to found them right here. There we go. And so there's their little territory, and they've extended out a little bit. And our quest over here is to have wealth, but they also need food and science. This is going to affect the goal is to make a bunch of prosperity, as it's called in the prologue over here. And we do that, and we can get various bonuses by doing various things. Generally, you will start with biotica. We've got a mineral booster here, so mineral will be great. We do want some wealth. So let's look at what minerals we have. We've got labradorite, which all of the elements in biotica have a bunch of different characteristics about them, elements about them, but essentially you've just got to read it. So this is going to give me 5 gold, but it's going to give me an additional 20 plus biodiversity, which I'll explain later, if it's next to at least 2 critter biotica. Alternatively, I can get 1 science, and it will give an additional 10 science with adjacent to another science. And this is just a flat 15, but is amphibious and land. Okay. And this one's a little more expensive, but it's the UI is kind of screwed up there. But this one requires 10 biotica. So we're going to get biotica by placing things down. And then some of them, the more elite tiered one, require biotica to be placed down. So I'm going to place down the labradorite, because I think I can get 2 critters pretty easily. Right here. And let's have a look at what critters we have available to us. We've got a stoat, which is going to give another 20 if it's adjacent to at least 1 other critter. And we've got a rabbit, which is just food. Rabbit's great. Or a snowshoe hare, which is like a rabbit, but better. think I can do a snowshoe hare here. Can you do that? And he's a level 2 slot. Oh, that's right! The purpose of these things up here, population, technology, and gold, is so that you can buy upgrades, and one of them is to, somewhere in here is to flat upgrade a tile. So we need a level 2 tile to be able to place down a snowshoe hare. So we can't do that. The stoat is probably good. It's a critter and a predator, which is always fun. We don't have any ocean critters, do we? We do have ocean critters. Beautiful. Because that's what I need here. And since this is going to buff itself off of another critter, we're going to place down a stoat here. And he goes down. I get a little bit of biodiversity, they get a bunch of gold. And then over in this one, I'm going to place down, can't do a tier 2. Sea anemone's pretty easy to get, but I want some food. I'm going to place down a herring in this slot here. Now this costs eons, but you get eons by playing well. And so now my Labradorite is generating a bunch of money, and my critters are. They're really happy. I've satisfied their goal. They're going to give me some nomads. And I get a buff. So I can do a cat temple, which is going to give me more of that symbol, which I've forgotten. And a bunch of gold if there are 2/3 cat biotica on the planet. So that's very good. Just, it's easy, I should say. 40 and 100 if there are 2 or 4 gem biotica within the borders, which seems very likely considering the goddess. Or 6120 if there are 2/3 element biotica. Is this an element? That is an element. I feel like the... Oh dear. Where is it? I feel like the Overseer is actually the best here because I'm going gems regardless. It seems a lot easier for me to get element than it is gems. So we're gonna go Overseer here. And they extend their land. They're a bit bigger. I eventually get... Yes! So now I have the option to settle a new city, which I do want to do. I also want to extend this water a little bit. Pretty big planet. I got the space for it. This is sort of a pretty standard planet configuration I go with, where you do 3 biomes, and I do just a nice chunky bit of water. And then I'm going to do, just for the diversity of it, create a rainforest. We'll drag that around there. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna have you make that tundra a little bigger. Or taiga? Taiga. Let's say, come on, come on. And then we can do micros menu. Micros is really, micros are used to provide a buff to specific tiles. So you place a micro on a tile. So this will give 40% food, science, gold, and whatever that last one is, which I can't remember, to a mineral, which would be really good on my Labradorite. That would take it up to like 70 gold. I usually don't mess with these until later, until you're really trying to maximize what you're getting. Right now, you've got so much freedom. And this inventor here is going to be good because the rainforest is good at science. And the sea is kind of good at everything. So I'm going to call the inventor. I'm going to place them down here. So the inventor wants technology. The goddess still wants prosperity. Which is just, they just want better. Let's see. What good plants do we have? We've got anemone. Anemone. So the kelp is just going to be good food here. Actually, I guess I can show you this. So prosperity is determined by filling up these bars. And So wealth is going to be very easy to fill up. But you do kind of want to keep them balanced because they get more expensive the more you fill them up. So gold is always going to be really high in this one, but it may be more advantageous to get prosperity by doing food or technology. One thing I can do is if I go into this ocean, I can put down this kelp, which is a pretty low tier. It's not a great one to put down, but it is immediately going to give me another prosperity. Alternatively, I can do fur. I think I will do... Actually, hold on. Is that a really good one? Da 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 da. If adjacent to a city. That's very good. The coffee tree is very good. It is a very good tree. I could also put down the sea anemone, which would allow me to switch my herrings, but I'm going to put down a kelp. It'll be 20. Put down a kelp there. And look at our temple. Do we have a science-based stone? We do have a science-based stone. If we're adjacent to another bioticum with stone space. Do we have a science-based biotica? Look at that tapir. The ramen tree? This is really going to test how I talk. +1 biodiversity if there are no more than 2 other copies of this biotica. That's pretty good. We could immediately... That's a gold bonus tile, and that's a bonus everything tile. So that's a very valuable tile. Let's see. Yeah, we can replace biotica later. It's not a big deal. To the ramen tree here? Because it's going to give me 10. I'll put it on this tile. And then the mineral, the stone, just to double that up. That'll be pretty good. How many eon do we have left? Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, here... If I give you... What animals do we have that we can put down? Nothing amazing in the animal front. Fur? Fur's pretty good here. Just as a flat 15. Although, doing element's gonna make them very happy. So, just getting this stone down now, just to make them happy. And then I'll also put down a fur. I think the fur is very good. Nope, wrong button. Come on. Well, sure, why not? We'll extend this over a little bit. And then we will extend you over. And you've got my plant. So we can put a fur down here. And you need to do that last one. And we have another nomad. So the general loves fighting, and he likes food and power, but he's dismissive. So he gains a extra food and science for each mystery in the borders. Not amazing. Mystery is very common in the ocean. Versus you, +8 for each mystery. Having gold is paramount. I am sort of building gold with the goddess, so I think the merchant's a great one here. And we will put you here. So ideally we want to satisfy as many of these quests as we can, but it will get difficult. Oh, what did you come up with? +1 science for each science in minerals within the border with the highest science. So that's basically doubles the science of the highest mineral, which is pretty good. +40 and 100 if there are 2 and 3 tree biotica within those borders. And then undergrowth biotica. By the end, Toolsmith is definitely better. Because like 100's good, but you can get some ridiculous biotica. So we're going to go with the Toolsmith here. And that's immediately going to jump them up a fair amount. How much? 3. And get it to 4 out of 10. I need some more biotic. So I need like a good gold booster right there would be great. Which means something like plus 10 adjacent to a 10. Not amazing. Plus 15 if adjacent to a critter. I can't really do that. And then none of these have gold. I mean, it's better to put something on there that makes gold than nothing. So maybe we just go with. I mean, the pit viper is better. I'm running out of time before the end of the era. But that's going to make them a little happier. And they go out and they extend their borders by their own. Ooh, a food booster. There was a good critter for them. 15 on the guinea pig. Yeah, I do. Like, get the tapir down there? Ugh. Oh. But that's, you know, it's a tier 3 for a reason. There we go. I'll put a 5. And it's going to get another 15 because it has more than 3 biodiversity. Which is pretty good just by itself. We need to get these guys something. They like gold. I think I can do the same thing if I go with a Laporidite here on this tile. And that wants to be next to 2 critters, which I can do a lovely stoat rabbit combo. Stoat. And wait for him to get over here. Come on. Come on. There we go. And then we get the rabbit down. No, I don't have enough Eon. I think I can buy more Eon though. There we go. We just bought, basically you can buy an extra turn. Put that down there. That should put the merchants up, so they've at least surpassed their level 1. And they've extended their borders. That's excellent. Twice. Excellent. There we go. They leveled up, so they'll have something for me. They should have something for me. Or no, does that happen at 10? I can't remember that. 5? Ah, it's been too long. They had something. 10 prosperity? Oh yay. What are they doing? They try to turn 2 gold into 1 to 6 for themselves. This increases if they're aided by the giants. Oh. Is that like a trading party? Or is that a fighting party? This is a great question. They're fighting! Oh, they're not gonna win. Sorry, bud. Oh, you want animals as well. It's good to know. What do you want? You don't care. What do you want? You want plants. Okay, that's good to know. And the Adventure's the only one with a quest left. I can get more era score. So is there a good science one I can get down? I get another ramen tree, but it's gonna make it... It'll be fine. Or... I could get another element down. We can buy an Eon. Ooh, it's expensive this early. I'm not gonna get to 10 tech, there's no way. But I can get a slightly more science down. Well, guys, your raiding party did not go well. And that is... your fault. I can put a little bug down. I could put it on this Laboradite, which would be a huge boost. I could also give 25 to anything, which would be pretty healthy for you guys. Do you have an exceptionally high one? You are 20. Yeah, but like 20 is just not that big compared to like, I just throw a 25 on there. Can you put multiple log? I can't remember if you can do... No. I think the higher ones might be able to. There we go. And so that's just gonna double. So that 25 is actually 50. We'll see what that does. I got 2 more levels out of it. I think that is. That's our little planet. And I think that's all I can realistically hope to do in this era. So I don't have any upgrade charges. I can't buy much. I can do terrain features. It's not going to help me because I can't put anything down. Oh, I forgot you can buy draft charges. I'm going to wait on that. And we're just going to... Sad I couldn't do his, but you are on challenge mode, so we're going to continue. And so now that age is ended, we get to select a new age to transition into. And so we can do a calm era, which has where the only goal, after the prologue, each era has a sort of a goal, a quest line to complete. The calm era is just to get prosperity. The Iron Age is going to be focused on science, which is pretty good, science and minerals, which is not the worst one to go with. The Monument Age is money, which is probably the one I want to go with. The Neolithic Revolution, which is going to be food focused. I think we're going to go with the Monument Age. And so the goddess will start the construction of a monument. It gives gold for each city on the planet that is smaller than the goddess's city, which is very likely because that was my starting city. And I gain some upgrade points. And so there we go. Plus 20% gold for each adjacent plant is pretty good. And so it looks like they're going to extend their borders. Very nice. The goddess almost immediately has their requirement for the first stage, which is nice. And we didn't get any additional animals, which means I guess that means we have to do it through this. So you buy draft charge. Oh, I've just forgotten to take all my drafts. Well, you know, sometimes we can't always win. I'm gonna take a taiga. And so now I get to select between our 3 big ones and then our additional ones down here. Fabled Oaf 6. Plus 15 for each animal in this biome is pretty good. That's a good fox. My goodness. That fox is great. I think that's the one we're going to go with. Because that fox can get big. I'm also going to do another draft for Ocean. And Ocean, I think getting some mystery would be good because then they convert it to their own, but like pearls. Look at this, 80. And the sea crate is also great. Can only be placed in shallow waters, plus 20 if adjacent to one critter, so that's just immediately a 30. That's pretty good, pearls. For gold. Although, like tuna is really good as well. And the suckerfish is pretty good. This one gives more flexibility. I think I'm just going to go with full on gold. That is sort of what I'm aiming for here. And then do a second taiga because of the fox. Look at you, Arctic wolf. Or copper. Copper's going to give me a bunch of science. Distinct adjacent bioticum that has a base science heal. That combos really well with the other one. Alternatively, adjacent to Arctic wolf. I'm gonna take the silver here. I think that's gonna make some of my other ones better, and then we'll do a rainforest draw. Scarlet macaw. This one, I really want some science with this one. Gumbo limbo is, oh, it's so good. Plus 10 for each surplus biodiversity. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Okay. So we can replace our kelp. Let me look at the fox, because the fox is really the one I want to get to work for each animal in the biome. Was there a gold one over here? That one's on a gold one. That one's gonna be so big. But then I lose my laboradite. I think I can get a bonus on it. Although that's gonna be 50% for any mineral. I could move my laboradite. Let's see. Let's put a... Immediately, let's just put a fox down here. Because it doesn't care about adjacency, it just cares about existence of animals. And he's immediately at 120. Well, I think that satisfied their goal. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Well, they're happy. Let's see you at the inventor village. I'd like to get the Gumbo Limbo down here if I can. Let's get the Gumbo Limbo down on this. And then the pearls. Oh, where's that? Do I have enough bio? I don't actually have enough biodiversity in this one. Water inland, so it counts as a water bioticum if adjacent to an animal. Plus 15, so that gives 20 if it's adjacent to an animal. It's likely that bedrock will be adjacent, so I'm gonna put this one down because I need 3 bioticum in here to... Oh my goodness, how many did you get? What's that Gumbo Limbo do? 90. Yeah, 90 is pretty good. And so now this is better. They're more science, and then we're going to do one last pearls right here on the coast. And that's going to give you a bunch of gold. 80 in shallow water. Just going to level up this. Now let's see. I can... What do you have? Plus 40 and 80 if there are 2 to 4 distinct biotica that have a base gold yield. Very likely. Gem biotica. And they're not... He's not really going to get ocean minerals, so that seems unlikely. 40 to 100 for gems. Let's just do the trade post, because I think it's easier. And curiously, I can just give these guys a fox as well. We don't increase... We would actually lose biodiversity because of it. But... Are they going to trade or are they going to fight? I think they're going to trade. Oh, are any of my boys creating anything yet? I don't think so. You creating something? So what they'll do is they'll actually start creating goods and they'll trade between each other, which is very cool. Snowshoe hare to mineral biotica. I could just put the fox down anyway. The fox is so big. It's such a big fox. Like, head on over here. Put down this fox. gonna make 95. And you're gonna make even more. 143. Oh! My goodness. Merchant Village is happy. You guys happy yet? I can really get you guys some science. Do I have a... I've got a good mineral spot there. If adjacent to one undergrowth bioticum. If I upgraded... I could do sulfur. Distinct adjacent. There is one adjacent. So you go up to 100. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so what we'll do is we will... Can I buy an upgrade charge yet? What is this? Emperor Butterfly. Ooh, okay. I can't buy an upgrade slot yet. I do have drafts though. Let's see what drafts we can get. We'll do a rainforest. Do an ocean. So I like the ocean. Marlin! This is the boy. Look at this. He does a 20/20, but he gives up to 100 plus if there are 8 patches in the ocean. Oh! It's so big. It's so big. And I already have these two, so that's a bad one. But you... A distinct adjacent mineral. Mud volcano is also very good. And I like the suckerfish. 2 to 3 micro and adjacent biotica. You gotta take the marlin. Come on. So fortunately, I do need to get these guys to... I need to get these guys 6 more prosperity before I can put down anything exciting. Do any of these count as undergrowth? I don't think so. You guys ready to spread? No, they're not. Time to shop. Yeah, I don't have any great... I really could just do with some science. Can I replace the kelp with anything good? Ocean animals, I need like a science animal. Because you don't care. You do care. But that's the one I'm replacing. God, I just don't have any good sea options to replace that with. In terms of science. I really need an upgrade, but I can't get one. I have another draft. I could pull rainforest. Plus 15 food for each surplus biodiversity. Very good. Banana. This is okay. Obsidian. Plus 40 for each adjacent distinct mineral. This is very good. Yeah. Did I just take a level 2 though? Am I a fool? Oh yeah, I did. God! I really need you guys. Oh, you have a lovely science one there. Oh, that'd be great. Okay. Let's think about how I could do this. Counts as a water biotic. Counts as water. I could get 10. Wouldn't level them up. If adjacent to at least one undergrowth. Are any of these counting as undergrowth? You count as volcanic. Oh man. Adjacent to a plant. Could just put down like another stone, I guess. That would work for now. Hello? Where are you? There you are. Okay, what forest can I do for these guys? Cause I can do some forest stuff for them. Bamboo, not bad. I cannot. I could get another Gumbo Limbo in here, but it decreases the value of all of them. So, Jason deletes one tree. It's pretty good, and he gives biodiversity. I mean, that's probably good for the biodiversity. And adjacent to a reptile. If I did another Gumbo Limbo, it's gonna cost 2, so it's gonna lower both, but... And then I did a parakeet. Followed by a snake. Followed by a... Oh. We could do a flint here, which would increase biodiversity. Oh, the goddess is at 39 out of 40. We just need a tiny bit more. Bio booster, they all get more science. So is there a micro I can put on one of these that's just gonna make it better? For each adjacent, gold for each adjacent plant. That's not where most of my gold is coming from though, is it? You're not adjacent to a plant. God! Mineral. I could just give a flat 25 to one of these minerals. That would do it. That would do it. I had a mothy caterpillar on you. Are you trading? Oh, they're trading! Looking for luxuries from Timberton. I can't remember how you see luxuries. Oh, that's how you see luxuries. They've got furniture. They've got leather boots. And you are prosperous. You have given me an upgrade. Oh, thank goodness. What upgrade was I gonna do? I don't remember. It wasn't you. What upgrade was I gonna do in here? I can't remember. It was a 2 though. Oh, was it sulfur? Why did I upgrade this one? I'm a fool. I can't get a second predator next to it. Why did I upgrade that one? Ow. Do I have a good animal I can put over here? I should do. Adjacent to 2 expanse. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite 7. I can make it bigger. I only have 1 biodiversity though. It's worth it. It's worth it. We get the marlin in. How are you guys? They are interested, so I can force them to expand this way. I do a classic anemone build, I guess. Jason to a critter. We put this guy here. You there. And I can buy more error points. I just need some biodiversity. I need something that'll boost biodiversity. Rock? Biodiversity rock? If adjacent to a plant. That's the same as putting down one that I already have. I don't know if I can get the biodiversity I need. We can try. Go. I can do an anemone here. Oh, I don't have the air. I'll have to. Oh, we'll have to see if I can get the marlin in. So there's biodiversity. I can buy 2. So I'm up to 2. If I put down another one, a suckerfish over here. then I might be able to see. See, I only have 3, but the Marlin will give me 1, right? The Marlin's gonna give me a biodiversity? I'm not in the second era, I can't upgrade anything. God! I'm just ahead of myself. Well. Put the suckerfish there. We tried. Let's just use my last one with something interesting. Jasper? Jasper's gold. What plants do I have? An anemone. Anemone's mystery. Oh, but that's a gold booster. I could put down 2 Marlins. That seems like a terrible idea. Put that there. Just use it up. We've kind of neglected the merchant, but it's fine. It's just because I want to make the goddess big. What do you have? What should I actually be building for you? You need animals. Oh, that's fine. Are you going to war? You're going to war? That's not how this is supposed to go. I do have micro I can use. Upgrade a mineral. That one already has a woolly moth, yeah. Where... Every unspent 5 will be turned into bonus prosperity. Oh! Oh, so now you, like, have to spend it. Interesting. I didn't think it used to be like that. I could get another one for them. I could... Are you just on a universal bonus? Just come to limbo. You? I already have one. Give science just any of them. I'll make these guys happier. How's your war going? Woo! So these guys are making leather boots and statues. Cool. From Timbergate. Oh, they're important, sorry. You want plants and just a big rock. You want big rock. Understandable. But not, again, not great. Not great attacking. Should have brought more men or sharper spears. Not quite enough. Stop spending science to do this. Anyways, that is Reus. There's about 2 more eras, and I might do a second video to run those out. It takes some time, but it really is it's a puzzle game. And it's about building the best synergy you possibly can. This is about where your first playthrough will end, is at this level. You might be able to suck up the rest of the planet, but you're not going to get anything too insane. It gets... I've had trees with 900 science on them before. It gets a little insane. So if that's your your vibe, is trying to make big number bigger, it's great. You should really check it out. It's super cute. You got little guys, you got big guys. Yeah, I wholly recommend this game. And I hope you've had a nice time, because I know I have. And if you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. Go check out the developers, support them, love them, and I'll see you later. Bye!